What's up, guys? It's Matt, and welcome back to Overwatch League predictions. Last week was week 1, pretty much opening week, and it was a banger, man. Especially if you're a fan of the Outlaws, wink, wink. But I did really good in predictions, man. I did super well, like 42 points. London absolutely fucked me, but that's okay, because I got like everything else pretty much green, so pretty good. I'm like top 800 in the leaderboard. That doesn't matter anyway, and we got one more boost. I did change a few picks. Let's look at our crystal balls real quick. We're gonna look at our crystal balls, and we got Outlaws. Thank God Gladiators won that second match. Kind of spoiler alert, but I'm glad that they kept it alive. They kept this pick alive, and they both obviously won, so we'll get to that. All right. We're just going to do a recap, and then we're going to do our predictions. Simple as that. All right. Starting off with a banger that was Defiant versus Shock. To open the season, I predicted it right. Game 5. It almost happens all the time, just that Game 5. First game of the season. I just felt it. And Toronto did look like a really good roster coming into the season. It sucks that they have a very tough schedule at the start. Or I wouldn't really predict them going 0-2, but they just had to. And Shock moved on. Shock moved on in the map 5. Nothing else to say there. London, I definitely overrated. I overrated London. I thought they were going to be better. I thought Justice was going to be the worst team in the West. Little did I know. I was wrong. I was very wrong about that. I just did not look at... I didn't see the Vegas roster or the NYXL roster or the Valiant roster, and I made that mistake. But hey, man, Justice and Boston both proving me wrong. While we're at it, we got Florida, Vancouver Titans. Titans almost sent it to a map 5, but they fell just short. Just like a last-minute fight that went Florida's way. They got the 3-1. Titans look pretty good, though. And Florida is definitely a top 3 team in the league. Atlanta 3-0's New York, right? A team that we learned that is just dog shit. Later in the week, and then we got the game that was supposed to be so good. I predicted Game 5, and it was a 3-0 Outlaws. My God, they dominated them. I won't say they dominated them the first 2 maps, but it wasn't. They just dominated. They absolutely destroyed them. First of all, map 1, and then maps 2 and 3 were a lot closer. But Outlaws. It was almost like last year, except all those maps went Gladiators away, all of them went Outlaws away. But that is a very good looking 3-0 for your resume. And I'm happy to be an Outlaws fan. Next up, Valiant and Titans. It's supposed to be like a battle like bottom 5 West teams, but the Titans really just shit on them and showed that they are definitely not a bad team this year. So good for the Titans, man. Sorry, I'm a little sick. But moving on to Saturday, we got Vegas Eternal, baby, and they got 3-0 by Justice. Justice 2-0, but hey, man, they played pretty bad teams. Meanwhile, Outlaws, Valiant, pretty much what you expect. 3-0. I double boosted it. You just saw it coming. Everyone saw it coming. Then you got Boston Uprising playing New York. Boston. Boston just showed that they're better. And I don't want to say they're better than New York, but in this meta, it looked like they clean wiped New York. In the later match, obviously, it was a lot closer against London, but man, New York did not look good at all. They didn't. They look like shit. I gave them a 3-1 because I thought they could win a map. But, yeah, New York is just that bad this season. And Boston might be a top team. We don't know. They just haven't played anybody. And then we got Atlanta Atlanta versus San Francisco. Rain versus Shock. Supposed to be a absolute banger after all these 3-0s. Like, this was supposed to be the main course, the meat and potatoes, whatever you want to call it. And fucking Rain just destroyed them. What happened to Shock? What the fuck happened to Shock, bro? I have no idea, but they came alive kind of at the last map, but it was way too late. Too much time in the bank, obviously. Man, Shock looks really bad. I don't know what to say about this match other than Rain just kind of destroyed them, and that, like, 3-0ing Shock really cements you being undefeated and 3-0ing Shock. Like, you're gonna be number one in the power rankings no matter what, just because of how dominant Shock has been over the years. And yeah, a lot of people had Shock pretty high in the power rankings before the season started. So yeah, I don't blame them at all. Now you got Florida, Las Vegas. Florida destroyed Vegas. Vegas is just not good. They showed a little bit of promise though that they can win. They'll win a map. They will win a map this year. Vegas will win a map this year. I guarantee you. I don't know if they'll win an actual game, a series, a match, but they'll win a map. Maybe a couple. I mean, they look like they had a little bit of promise at the end, but they just let it go. Right at the end of the payload. So yeah, they look like they could have finished the map, which was, I mean, most teams can't even say they've done this season. So yeah, keep an eye out for some map wins on Paris. Boston Uprising, London. Boston absolutely choked map 1. Like, they literally just gave it to them. Like Izayaki fell at the fucking start and just gave it to him. I know you guys want to get me to get into my predictions, but yeah, we're just going to recap this quickly. London really just sucked the rest of that after they gave him the map 1. They came really close on the map 4, almost sent to map 5, but who was it? Lee Jae Gon did not die. If he died, it was a map 5, but he didn't die. He literally just stayed alive the whole time and waited for his team to get there. And London got destroyed. Alright. Next up, I predicted Gladiators. I just didn't see Gladiators going 0-2, and I'm glad I did. Predicted the match perfectly, too. 6 points, baby. Toronto looked really bad though the first 2 maps, and then they woke up. They got the map. They got the first map win, right? Sent to map 3, and then just pretty much got dominated. Just enough really for Toronto just not catch up on that push, but I feel like Dante Glads are really good at push. All right, don't get it fooled. Like, the Pro-Am doesn't say much, but in the Pro-Ams, they dominated push. And, yet, you just saw it coming. That's all I can say, is it definitely was going to end on a map 4, if not a map 5. Okay. Now that we are moving on. Oh, yeah, we got to do the East region. Oh, silly me. Dude, I thought I was a fucking madman for predding Charge to get a map 5 win against Dallas, but they absolutely destroyed them. And for the Soul Bowl, I thought Soul Infernal were going to get 3-0'd, but hey, they went up in the series. They were up. They could have won it, but they kind of choked at the end. And they showed a lot more promise than I thought they would have. So good for Infernal. You're probably going to be middle of the pack this season, and that's okay. They could be a top team, too, as the meta develops, but who knows? Alright, Shanghai Dragons, Spark. Shanghai looked like the weakest team in the APAC this week. It might have been just because they played the Spark, who everybody really thinks is the best team in APAC, but we'll see as time goes on. But for now, yeah, Shanghai Dragons are the worst team in APAC, and Spark are the best. And Charge are pretty much second. I mean, it's pretty easy to power rank this, based on the eye test and what went down. All right. Now we're ready for our predictions. This is going to be fun. But here we go. Okay, what we got? I haven't even seen like most of these matches, so this is a big surprise for me. Okay. We're going to go Toronto 3-1 for that. We're going to give New York a map. I think New York will get a map for the first time since all season. Valiant. Could they beat Justice? You know what? I'm going to send it to a game 5. God. Like, Justice has just played really bad teams. But Valiant's also a bad team. I don't know, man. They gave up a map to London, though. So why not give one to Valiant? We'll get that 3-1 as well. I might make all these 3-1s, man. Are Titans that bad of a team to get 3-0'd by Rain? I mean, okay, if Titans won a map here, would they be better than Shock in the power rankings because they took a map off of Atlanta? That's weird to think about, right? I have really high hopes for the Titans this season. They looked really good to me, and I think they are better than Shock. So I'm going to give all these a 3-1. And I'm sorry, but teams are going to start falling. Teams are going to start losing maps. That just happens. Also, Outlaws don't play this week, and so do Shock and London. I think those are all of them. Paris. Yeah, Paris either. Okay, so 4 teams don't play this week. Do New York and Valiant? Holy balls! What a fucking map! What a match! Oh, and I forgot to mention, but week 1 I did change some predictions. If you noticed, like I gave Florida 3-0 instead of a 3-1. I gave Justice the win instead. I don't remember what else I did. I think I did I think I changed this to a 3-1 instead of a 3-2. Anyway, you'll be able to recognize it if you watch the last video, but okay. New York Valiant, who's better? This is so tough. I think New York is. This could literally be anyone's game. Like, who the fuck? Who's favored? Who's favored here? Is it New York because they played like? They didn't even play better opponents. They played fucking. Well, I guess they did play Atlanta, but they also played Boston, and we don't know how good they are. They're both 2-0 though. So you kind of got to give it to New York, right? But I feel like this could be an upset. I'll give it a game 5. But man, something's telling me Valiant are going to win this game. Valiant played Titans and Outlaws. Would you say that's a better overall opponent? Dude, this is the toughest game. I might come back to this, but for now I'm gonna have New York game 5. At that point it's anyone's game though. I don't know who's gonna win this, dude. It really comes down to the players at that point. Like Halo and that backline is sauce. Hey, but they do have creative, but they haven't won a map. It's scary. All right, I'm getting too much into this game. Oh, now we got Boston fucking Justice. Great. Give me a 3-2. Good God, how do you even pred? How do you not pred a 3-2? Florida and Gladiator. Good God, these matches. Oh my God, I want to die. All right, where was I? These might all just be game 5s. Gosh, I'm gonna go with Glads. They gotta start winning matches. This might be a 3-2 though. We don't know. Really can't predict. I mean, Atlanta could literally just go. I'm gonna go Glads. They always put up a fight too. Like when I go in these are my crystal ball picks, right? I have Gladiators and Houston Outlaws, so Glads have to have to win these matches to even qualify at this point since I got 3-0'd. When they get 3-0 by Atlanta, that's really what matters. It's almost like you're going to know that Outlaws could be number 1 by the end of this week. Just by how, like, Gladiators play them, right? So, I'm sorry to kind of, like, pred that in the future, but yeah. And then we'll go, like, honestly, a 3-0 to Defiant. That's might be a steaming hot take, but we're going to do that. Boston. God, this could be an upset, too. Give me an upset. Give me a fucking upset. 3-1. 3-1 Titans. Give it to me, baby. This is a very risky week for me, but, I mean, I feel like it's risky for everyone. So, we're going to give that... I'm going to give it to... Give Sunday to Florida, Vancouver, and the Glads. Atlanta have to lose it at some point, right? That's all I'm saying. So, I mean, that's their best opponent by far. You just gotta pick it. You just have to pick it. And then we'll go East Region. We got 6 matches. Spark, give me a 3-0. Maybe a 3-1. We'll give him a pity map. Shanghai, we'll go Seoul Infernal 3-0. Maybe. We'll also go 3-0. We'll go 3-1 for Charge. We'll go map 5. Or should we go on map 4? I'm picking Charge, I'm sorry. I'm picking Charge. I think Shanghai will come close, but Seoul will still win. And I guess the upset is Charge and Spark. So, there you go. We'll give him a pity map on it. We'll just give Fuel a pity map. A lot of pity map. No, that'll be the 3-0. And we'll call it that. I know it's weird to have, like, the team that lost to Seoul. What do I want to say? The team that lost to Dynasty take more maps off the Dragons. Right? Is that how you say it? But that's Overwatch, man. Sometimes teams will just win maps, and that's just what you have to do. That's what you have to hope for. So, yep, let's do that. I might change a few picks, obviously, in the future. It depends how these matches go. Like, if New York or Valiant get, like, instantly 3-0, that'd be like, oh, shit, maybe I should pred the other team to win. But that's going to be the predictions, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this, and good luck on your picks this week, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.